We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New Orleans Saints.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. To throw, Mayfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Addison, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Eagles go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try to keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Throw to the right, caught by Cockrell. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That'll be complete to Cockrell. And he'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Well, they told us that he was just going to be a bear to defend, and usually tight ends are, Charles, but he's no exception to that rule. His second catch of the opening possession, and it gets him a first down.
Yeah, and they certainly saw something on his earlier reception. He went back and reported what he found. And one of the things about him, he's like a wide receiver to me, Brandon. He has a great sense of space and understanding where defenders are.
Yeah, we talk all the time, Charles, and it kind of gets cliche about the hands that he has, but really it's the truth. For a tight end, some of the best hands in the game. 2nd down and 8.
keep it on the ground. Harris again. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Harris. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that hole, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Play action. It's Herbert sliding out of the pocket. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Saints are able to match the opening drive touchdown against him with one of their own. Moody good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
Herbert off of play action. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
The Saints at 11-3 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Harris running straight ahead. They find some open field here.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 89 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd and 6.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. That's complete right around the 8.
And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Herbert changing things up.
And a catch right side by Evans. Touchdown! Mike Evans with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career.
And the Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up. Moody good with the extra point.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports.
start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Giving 4 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to have an Eagles first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Mayfield looks to throw. He's got a man that's caught left sideline. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
A man who played collegiately here in Louisiana, Elijah Mitchell. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
They're back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal. Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Herbert.
Setting up the screen, Harris.
Trucks over him. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
18 more yards there and another 1st down.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. A little juke. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Justin Herbert, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Moody good with the extra point. We got a tie game here, back and forth 1st half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the 1st half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Mayfield's throw here taken in by Knox.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Mayfield now.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up the 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Mayfield going to switch things up here.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there.
With now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
He'll complete this one to Okonkwo. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Justin Herbert looking to pass. The 20, 10,
and he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
They'll try and run with Harris, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Najee Harris with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Moody good with an extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Looking for a slot man, and he's got it. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. In motion comes the tight end left. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
A final shot before the break for Herbert. Got his man, Okonkwo. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
Well, this has been a close game throughout, but that return can help them gain the separation that they've been seeking throughout the game.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
131 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
This is 2nd and 8.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Chigakakro, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Moody good with the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Now Baker going to change it up.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Now Mayfield. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Mayfield now from the 50. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. That gain on third down, good for 28.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13.
55 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. Now 2nd and 3. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Quick throw, Mayfield completes it.
So no gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Mayfield to throw it.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings out 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Eagles are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
There's Charbonnet once again.
He can't get him down. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here's Herbert.
He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
These guys running back out of the backfield.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now it's Herbert.
And this one taken in by Cephas.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the give, here's Charbonnet.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Again, it's Charbonnet.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Zach Charbonnet.
Touchdown run.
And the Saints are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Mayfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 23. 76 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Baker changing the play at the line. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And he is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. And now an audible here into something else. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. They'll try again. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Eagles have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, again to Charbonnet.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, it would likely put an end to this thing.
And now a handoff to Charbonnet. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here's Charbonnet.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Herbert now to throw.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this.
Here we go on fourth. Herbert. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Eagles' defense able to hold.
Here's first and 10. Mayfield to throw.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They'll come up now on second down. Now Mayfield.
And this one is incomplete.
The back incompletions, but we know this is definitely fourth down territory. Time now on their side. I don't think they're going to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to do and get it right here, right now.
Here's Baker.
Flushed out right.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going. And I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Desperation time. Mayfield on fourth down. He's got a man. Complete.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
One last shot from Mayfield here.
This ball intercepted.
Picked up by Jordan Whitehead.
And the Saints are going to win this football game here in overtime. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Saints, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year.
And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Commanders.
Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.